James Steinhubel on the Auto Channel on TVU. And today we're with Scott Koughan, Sales and GM at Fix Auto. How are you doing today, sir?
Not bad. Yourself?
Very good, very good. I really appreciate the interview. You guys are a long-time business insured park here. You've gone through a rebrand. So bring us up to speed. What's going on?
Yeah, so the shop was purchased by my family back in 1997. And as a lot of people probably know, it was a lot more auto body back then. So my dad bought it, and he ran it up until recently when we joined on with Fix Auto, which was March 2017. We joined on with them. So we just looked at the way the collision landscape was going and the direction it was heading, and thought it was a good idea to attach ourselves to a banner, and it's really paid off. No regrets there. So we ran that for a while, and then more recently, my brother Craig and I just bought out my dad or my parents, and we've been running it since January 1st. Just the two of us, kind of as 50-50 partners, so it's gone real well.
So that's a interesting first challenge of buying a business. It's nice you bought it from your mom and dad, but you're still in charge. And good morning. It's COVID, but you've got a university background. You're trained in business. So what was your response? And what kind of moves did you make?
Well, we kind of looked at when it all hit, and I mean, the way we looked at it as a management group is you could have took two paths, right? We could have looked at the negative side of things and made a rash decision and laid off all your employees, kind of bunkered down and waited it out, or you could look at maybe the positive side of things where we have a little more time on our hands now than we normally do this time of year. And what we did was we decided to look at it that way, and we made a list of about 2 pages long of stuff we needed to do around the shop. Those things that you just can't get to when day-to-day is happening. So and then we called in the staff we had, and we said, listen guys and girls, as going forward, your job descriptions are blurred. So we might ask you to replace the flooring in this room or paint a wall here, that kind of thing. But the good news is we're going to do our best to keep everyone employed and off the eye blocks. So that's really went well for us, and it wasn't near as bad as it could have been, I think, for us. We're very grateful and lucky with being able to get through it, but it's I think we're on the other end, and hopefully paying off, or the end is in sight anyway.
That's good. That's such positive business news. So thank you for the strength that provides to the community. It's appreciated. So of all the little things that you had to add, the extra cleaning supplies on the floors and the doors and the bathrooms and the computers and the back room and the social distancing and the air control, and I imagine you've got a few more other things that are going on with in and out the back door. Of all that, what's going to stick?
That's a good question. I mean, I think it was last week we called all the staff in now that things are opening up, and we said, guys, like where are we at? Are we being too overly cautious, or should we keep everything status quo? And they pretty well said status quo. And amongst the other things we're doing is, I don't know if you go down, we really have like 2 or 3 aspects, right? So you have estimates is one thing. So we have a mobile estimate app that you can access on our website through your mobile device, and it walks you right through. Take a picture of the vein and take 2 pictures here from this angle, that kind of thing, and that'll email it off to us, and we'll get right back to you with an estimate. So we had that before COVID, and that'll for sure stick afterwards. And if customers don't feel comfortable leaving the house or whatever, I'll send an estimator to their house, and they can leave the keys underneath the floor mat or whatever they want to do, and we'll write the estimate and email it to them that way. Or they can pull up and call us from out front, and we'll meet them out front and write the estimate. I mean, none of that stuff is too overly. I'd keep all that stuff in. If in 6 months things were relatively back to normal, people maybe weren't comfortable enough, that's fine. It's whatever the customer needs and whatever we can do to help them out, kind of thing. As far as when the vehicle is in the shop, we obviously offer a touchless drop-off. So we have a key drop in the front door. You just drop your keys through. The first thing we do is disinfect those keys. That's another thing we might, keep that process in. You don't think of this stuff and how dirty this stuff might be until you're put in a position like this, right? So we do pick up and drop off. So if you just want to leave your vehicle, we'll pick it up at your house and fix it and drop it back off at your house also. And again, we'll probably keep that in now. I mean, it's something you brought in, and hey, this isn't that bad, and it's a good service for the customer. So we'll probably keep that around. The vehicles are being disinfected when they're dropped off before for my employee safety, and then also disinfected before they go for the customer safety. So whether we keep that in or not, I don't know. We'll have to see on kind of where the landscape is going forward. Something we've always done and we will continue to do forward is every vehicle gets a steering wheel cover and then also a seat cover, and that's just we did that first for just dirt and grime, and now for COVID also. So, and then also if an employee or a customer's in an employee's vehicle, they have to be wearing a mask and gloves. So again, I don't know where that'll go. I mean, that's something we brought in for the foreseeable future. So that'll continue on as long as needed. And then just overall shop cleanliness. Quirky things we brought in, like we have a big air horn. So every hour that air horn goes off and everyone stops what they're doing. And it's not, well, I got to finish painting this, I'll be there in 10 minutes. No, everyone stops what they're doing and everyone goes and washes their hands. Obviously, social distance. Also, we go around with a clipboard every morning first thing and ask everyone how everyone's feeling, if there's any cold or flu symptoms, just to make sure everyone's healthy in the shop. And then the entire office, front office, debit machine, phones, all that kind of stuff, and all the door handles in the building get disinfected every 2 hours during the day. So we've taken it very seriously. And some may call it overkill, but I mean, when 20 odd employees are relying on, an income every 2 weeks for their families, and then obviously customers too. You got to keep their safety first and foremost, and not just for first responders, but also for the family of four that needs to get to the grocery store, once a week. You want to make sure you're there to fix their vehicle also. So
I appreciate the detailed description, and not a lot of people have offered up that kind of detail. But maybe it was so early in COVID they didn't really know what they were doing yet. But I think that people hearing that are going to be super comfortable that you guys are really on top of what you're doing. Just before I let you go, I wanted to just flip through your website and so people. It's once you see the location, you know exactly where it is, right? Like that's a pretty recognizable locale. So great, clean up front, and then just as we flip through, I'm gonna go. I guess it's just more you're up front, and there you go. Goes pretty quick. That's a pretty good tour of your shop.
One of our technicians there, yeah, painting.
It's good picks. It's interesting. I think that's a pretty good suit up. Here you are. That's mom and dad, and that's your brother. That's great, man.
Yeah, exactly. That's the family.
There's the two. Who's older?
I'm the oldest, yeah.
Okay.
He was younger.
That's good. He's got a little bit of a mark. Was he a hockey player? Or baseball guys getting to back catcher, getting it right in the head. There's the team.
There we are, yeah.
That's awesome, man. Okay, so how do people get a hold of you?
You can reach out to us by email, surepark@fixauto.com. You can visit the website, like I said, if you need an estimate or anything, just use the estimate app, or give us a call. We can actually text it right to your phone, or give us a call, 780-464-3664. We're more than happy to help you out.
Excellent. Scott Koughan, GM Sales Manager, owner of Fix Auto here in Sure Park on the Auto Channel, TVU. Thanks, sir.
Thank you, James.